Hey everyone, Summer here with Astaria Sen, and I'm here to do a hashtag, which is hashtag Tarot5Ws by Brian, and I will leave a link to his original video down in the description. He's got 5 questions and said to pick one from each question category to do the video on. So this video, like many of my VR videos, will be shorter. I don't generally do very long videos, but I wanted to do this one because I thought it seemed like super fun. Okay, so the first question is who? And I picked who turns you on to tarot. So actually, I got turned on to the tarot through Oracle. One of my good friends, several years ago, like back in 2012 maybe, he saw a fairy oracle deck, didn't really know much about oracle or tarot. He just saw a fairy deck, thought of me, picked it up, and gave it to me for my birthday. That deck sat on my shelf for like ever. And then 4 or 5 years ago, I picked that deck up and suddenly started working with it and being interested in it. And then I started getting on YouTube, and then I started seeing all this tarot stuff and oracle stuff. And so I kind of just ran with it. And that's where I've been ever since. So thank you to the friend who got me a fairy deck, because that's who started it all. Okay, number 2, what? And I have what's the current most used deck. That's what I chose, and it's the Dark Mansions Tarot. Ever since I was able to make this deck a little more easier for me to shuffle, because it had the rose petal finish, so it didn't even like come apart very well. Ever since I have done that making it easier to shuffle video and actually applying it, I've loved working with this deck. I've been working with this deck ever since, pretty much, like for everything, including readings, like book readings, which, you know, you see here and there on my channel. But yes, Dark Mansions Tarot is my current most used deck. All right, number 3 is when, and I chose, when did you last have a significant tarot experience? So my most significant, my most recent significant tarot experience was back last January or February, I think it was. And I think it had to be February. Anyways, US Games just started sending me decks, and I got the Gothic deck from Anne Stokes. I got that one, the Gothic Dragon one, I think it was. Anyways, I was doing daily polls, and I pulled out this card that told me that things were not going to go well today if choices were pretty much made. And I had this bad feeling, and we were supposed to go help neighbors, which you guys have, some of you guys know the story. My husband ended up stuck in a snowstorm for 4 hours in negative 11-degree weather, because he rode the snowmobile out 7 miles to the highway to try and get gas for our neighbors. And when he was bringing it back, a blizzard happened to show up, and it made life very complicated for a couple days. But anyways, he survived. He's okay. But that oracle reading blew my mind, because it was like upfront telling me something is not right. You need to really think about what you're doing. So even when we went to go help the neighbors, I looked at my husband and I said, look, they're not worth dying for. They can get gas later. It's not going to kill them. Like, they don't need it so much that if something happens to you, that it's worth it. And he's you know, he's who he is. He says, oh, well, I made a promise and I said I was going to help them, and so I'm going to go do it. And let me tell you what, no. Okay, just, So that was a pretty significant experience for me, even though it wasn't technically tarot. But technically, I kind of find significance on all my tarot readings somehow, because I tend to do journaling and looking introspective with it and stuff like that, or even creatively. All right, where do you carry out your readings and your tarot practices? Right here on the couch. Literally, I'm gonna pull you down. Are you ready for this? Boom. That's my table. That is literally, oops. That's literally where I do my readings. Just right here. That's just it. Okay, and number 5, which is the last one, why? Why do you think tarot is important or helpful? That's what I chose. And honestly, I think it's really great for introspection or creativity. It's It's kind of one of those things that has a lot of different uses. You can use it for journaling, you can use it for divination, you can use it for writing novels, you can use it for sparking any kind of creativity or spiritual work. You can even use it as a tool to speak to, you know, ancestors, loved ones, or help somebody through something, help yourself through something. I just think it has a lot of versatility to it, which is what makes it more on that level of helpful. So yeah, that's my take on those 5. And I will take a look at this hashtag, try to get to everybody's videos. If I don't, I'm sorry. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a very great day.